I'm Saul Kapoor. Welcome to the Hawk Alert. On the Hawk Alert, we'll be talking everything Seattle Seahawks, so make sure to subscribe and follow our Twitter and our Instagram. Let's get into the news as we have a lot today. Start with the two big signings. We had Cam Newton going back to the Carolina Panthers, the team that originally drafted him. And it was expected, I say. The Panthers needed a quarterback. They lost Darnold to a fracture. And so PJ Walker is supposed to step up, but now after signing Newton, Walker does not have to step up, and that's probably for the better because PJ Walker is not as good as Cam Newton. That's obvious. So it's good that Cam Newton's gonna be wearing a Carolina Panthers uniform this Sunday, and I'm happy for him and looking forward to seeing what he does Sunday. Second was Odell Beckham, of course. That was the big one. Everyone knows about that. And it was a bit surprising that the Rams got him, especially since there were teams that were linked to him more than the Rams were, like the Saints, for example. So it was a bit interesting what the Rams said. They must have said something different than the other team because they were not in talks the way that Green Bay, New Orleans, and those teams were in talk with them. So they must have said something. A theory is that he just wants a ring, and the Rams are obviously a great destination to get a ring right now, 7-2, and that team is playing great. So yeah, they're definitely Super Bowl contenders this year. Let's get into the Seahawk matchup, Week 10, going against the Green Bay Packers. I'd say this is a bit of a must-win game, right? Because you're looking to get that 7 or 6 seed spot with Russell Wilson coming back this week. It seems like I believe you can definitely pull off this win. And the 6 and 7 seed are occupied by the Saints at the 6 and the Falcons at the 7. And those teams are kind of struggling in certain areas. Like the Saints offense is going to be a little iffy, especially with Alvin Kamara might not play this week. And they just don't really they have Trevor Siemian at quarterback. So they have Taysom Hill coming back soon. And then the receivers, they don't really have good targets. That's why Odell Beckham was in talks with them, but they did not get him. So we'll see what the Saints do this Sunday. Hoping they lose. Also hoping the Falcons can lose and the Seahawks can slide in to that 7th seed eventually. And with Russell Wilson coming back, win. Just win. Win. It's Russell Wilson. Every year, the reason the Seahawks make the playoffs is because of Russell Wilson. And so just help Russell Wilson out. So, and going into another topic, we didn't get OBJ. The Seahawks didn't get OBJ, but the Seahawks got someone else back. And that dude is D. Eskridge. D. Eskridge, the Seahawks' 2nd-round pick, a 5'9" rookie out of Western Michigan, is a playmaker. Very happy he's back. Dude can do anything. He can it's crazy. He's really good. End around anything. He could do anything. So you want him back on the field, especially for a game like Green Bay. It's going to be good to have him back. Another injury, Chris Carson is back and missed him too since the San Francisco game. Alex Collins filled his shoes pretty well, but Chris Carson is Chris Carson. He's a power back. He's just built. He's what you want in a running back. So happy he's back. And more injuries. Unfortunately, DK Metcalf did not practice today. We'll see what's going on with that. Hopefully he's good to go on Sunday, but if it's something with an issue with him or hopefully he's all right. Hopefully he doesn't feel the pressure to play on Sunday, but if he's having an issue with himself, He's fine, but I don't think it's that. I think it's his foot injury from week 4. He's been battling that. So unfortunately, injuries have been hurting the Seahawks this season. So let's hope DK Metcalf's foot is okay. He's ready to go. Hopefully today's break from practice helps it recover a little. And I'm hoping he's ready to go on Sunday. Let's talk about this matchup again. Green Bay is a great offense. Aaron Rodgers most likely will play, I believe. So if Aaron Rodgers plays, there's some things you need to do right. I mean, obviously, the defense has actually been pretty good this season. Obviously, you haven't played like really good offenses, but you played the Rams. But you haven't played like the Buccaneers, the Cowboys. But they're 7th in points allowed, which is obviously great. And since week 4, Seahawks are only allowing 18 points per game. That's something great. The Seahawks are unfortunately 31st in yards allowed, giving up 401. Team behind them is the New York Jets. So if you're on the same level as the New York Jets, that's not good. So definitely hoping that this defense can play well against a great offense. This offense consists of 2 great running backs. Their running attack is crazy. They have AJ Dillon, Aaron Jones. Those 2 can just take over a game by themselves. And then they also have Devontae Adams, who most say is the best wide receiver in the National Football League. So definitely find a way to stop him. I mean, it's hard to stop him, but once he gets hot, I mean, it's really hard to stop him. But also watch out for Aaron Rodgers' other targets like Alan Lazard, Marcus Valdes-Scantling, Robert Tonyan. He has a bunch of dudes, and he's completely fine. He has Randall Cobb too. He's fine with throwing to these guys. He doesn't get scared of like throwing to some dudes. I mean, some quarterbacks are like, oh, this dude is not good, so I'm not going to throw to him. Aaron Rodgers does not have a fear. He trusts his receivers. He trusts all of his targets. So if you have to make sure you're guarding everyone. Like he can throw. He will throw to anyone and everyone. So definitely make sure Seahawks are locking up. Well, not locking up, but just containing, because what they've done since week 4 has been good. If you can hold the Green Bay Packers to 18 points, that will be very good, especially since the Seahawks offense is gonna be ready, should be ready for Sunday. So if you can allow the average, which is 18 since week 4, that will be great. Obviously 18 is a weird number in football, but something around that would be great. Obviously, you don't want you don't want Aaron Rodgers getting more than 25 points, because then it gets hard. And the Seahawks have played Aaron Rodgers before, so Russell Wilson is 4-4 against him. One of those wins being one of the most iconic Seahawks moments, the Fail Mary, which many football fans know. Well, actually, the first football game I completely watched was the Fail Mary game. So, yeah, the Green Bay Packers are a team I don't like, and many Seahawks fans don't like him. Had some playoff battles with them. A few years back, there was that game where there was that argument where Devontae Adams didn't get the first down, where he did. So there's been history between the Packers and the Seahawks, and hoping the Seahawks can move to 4-5. But if they don't, you got to look to the future. You got to win these games. You have 8 games after this, so you got to win these games. I mean, it's the playoffs are coming off. Obviously, the 6 and 7 seeds are kind of easy, but the teams you're going to be going against are really good teams. So just got to make sure in good form to play those types of teams. And then on this podcast, we'll be doing 2 fantasy starts. So the first one is Pat Freiermuth, who's going up against the Detroit Lions. He's rostered in 42% of ESPN fantasy leagues. So definitely look at him if you need a tight end. I wouldn't say start him at flex, but if you really need to, you could maybe put him in flex. He's a very good football player. In non-PPR leagues, you could also strive to. He's not touchdown line, I'd say, but he kind of touchdowns. He does get a lot of red zone looks, so touchdowns are obviously the way you win fantasy football. So definitely look at Pat Frymuth if you need a tight end. And then big dude is Mark Ingram. Mark Ingram is getting a good workload against the Saints. And then obviously Alvin Kamara has not practiced the last 2 days. So definitely look at Alvin Kamara and say, if he doesn't play, then definitely pick up Mark Ingram as he's only rostered in 28.5% of fantasy leagues. Another option you could look at is excuse me, sorry about this. Got him right here. Is Mike Williams. Keenan Allen is questionable. So Mike Williams definitely will get a big workload if Keenan Allen is not playing. So definitely look at Mike Williams. If you have him, he's rostered in 90+% of leagues. So if you have him, try to start him. All right. That's it for today. Thank you. See you on Monday after the game. Go Hawks. Make sure to subscribe and follow all the social medias.